Hello. What's up, Hauppauge High School community? It is Monday, May 11th. I said this on Friday for those of you who are regular watchers, but today is our 60th day away from students and away from the school building for the most part. So we're, 2 months in the books here on our distance learning. We no updates related to when we might go back to school or how we might go back to school or all that stuff. That kind of announcement is behind us. So, Cuomo ending school to the end of the year. Some other stuff that will be coming in this week or next week. Again, still mid-May. So as we think about the end of the year stuff, just be cognizant of that we're still in the middle of May or early May even. And so we're fine tuning end of the year stuff. My approach to running a school is always to present the plan when we've thought through as many details as possible, and then solicit feedback from there, and to not provide plans on things that are not really thought through. And so know that that's a part of any hesitation to share information about graduation or things like that. It's not because we're not working or thinking things through. It's just because it's appropriate for us to do a little bit of work prior to that. My children are now screaming to my left. Hold on 2 seconds. This is a time. Actually, you guys ever see Saved by the Bell when they would usually call timeouts? That's what we're going to do right now. Everybody freeze.
Are you saying you're Zach Morris?
No, it didn't. All of them did it at some point. Or was it just Zach Morris? I thought all of them did it.
Morris had the power to freeze time, Chris. Come on.
You need a bell. Like Ruthie had a bell on Friday. You need a bell there.
Yeah.
Bell.
Yep. Need something because there's something.
I think that's a good question, by the way. Favorite Saved by the Bell character, but that could be for another.
That is a really good question.
I want to know what you're saying.
What's up?
I want to know what you're saying to them when you mute yourself.
That's the point of no. All right. So,
at least he didn't turn off the camera, because then it would have been bad. When the camera goes off, that's when you know.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. There's like other places to play other than right next to the space. Anyway, they may be getting a little bored as well with things. So I hope everybody had a wonderful Mother's Day yesterday. For those of you moms out there, shout out to you. Hope you had a wonderful day of relaxation and found some moments of Zen mixed in there. We'll have folks come on and say hello in a second, but just the last thing before we do that, this thing is just incredibly scary, and it continues to be really scary. I'm not saying anything that people aren't well aware of, but it is every day. It feels like a twist or a turn. Something happens this weekend. I think the person in charge of running this whole operation for our country, Dr. Fauci, is going into quarantine, I believe. So that's I think what I read yesterday. But so even every nook and cranny of our country and our world is pretty affected right now. It's pretty wild to be a part of this. So 2020, here we are. Let's come on and say hello. Colleen, you want to jump in and say hello?
Sure. Hi, good morning. I'm just lucky enough to have a full screen so I could see Mr. Whitehorse eating his child's baby food as he's feeding him. But yes, it's nice to be here. Nice to see everyone.
Awesome. J-Dubs.
Just for the record, it's blueberries and oatmeal, so it's pretty good. But it was a little hot, so I'm trying to make sure it's not too hot before he eats it. But it tastes good. I definitely recommend, if you're looking for a breakfast, to do blueberries and oatmeal in some form. Not only nutritious, but also a lot of energy there. So.
Today's Dirt Report, sponsored by Blueberries and Oatmeal.
It will be today, yes. You got it.
It's amazing. Joy.
You gotta love it. Good morning, Hauppauge. It's great to be with you this morning. I hope you have a great day.
Nice. Christy.
Good morning, Hauppauge. Hope you all are well. We miss you.
Janet.
Good morning, Hauppauge. I too was very distracted by the taste testing going on in Mr. Whitehorse's house this morning, but it also brought back some really nice memories of having a little one that you got to check all those things for. So good job.
Cool. All right, now we're going to go to the correspondence, and after that, I'm going to ask for people's moments of Zen from the weekend. So we'll do correspondent round, and then moment of Zen, and then I think, shout outs maybe, and then we'll call it a day. Joy. Joe with the Joy Report.
Good morning. Today's Joy Report is brought to you courtesy of Earth's Best Organic Oatmeal. Good for babies of all ages. Still not much going on in sports. There are rumors of leagues making plans to start back up again. So, going back to what Chris said before, none of them really have a crisp plan yet. So some leagues are being a bit more vocal than others, which is causing some problems for them. Some rumors about baseball starting in July, possibly the NBA season not happening at all. So we'll see. However, if over the weekend, if you were a UFC fan, UFC 249 took place. Sorry, I'll give you another bite. And Last Dance episodes 7 and 8 aired last night. I did not watch them yet. However, I know that a large focus was on when Jordan retired suddenly in the 90s and started playing baseball, which did not go so well. So anyway, if you're looking for something to watch tonight, if you're interested, if you want to watch an old football game between the Bills and the Patriots from 2009, it's on ESPN. I believe, remembering that game, there was a huge comeback for Tom Brady, which was not surprising at the time. If you want to watch that, that's on tonight. That's about it. Now, in this day in history, we're going baseball. On this day in 1980, Pete Rose stole second, third, and home at 39 years old as a member of the Philadelphia Phillies. It's rare for that to happen. Where you steal 3 bases in an inning, but there are famous videos of that. Now, Pete Rose, for those of you that know, are baseball fans, he was the all-time leading hitter in history. He has the most hits in Major League history, but he's name. Can you name the other 4 members of the top 5 in all-time hits? Trivia time.
Babe Ruth.
Now, Babe Ruth is not in the top 5, no.
Hank Aaron.
Hank Aaron is number 3. Very good. Joy made her contribution. Everyone else has to jump in.
Do you count Ichiro?
No, Ichiro's not in there. He's in the top 20, I believe, though, or top.
No, but I mean with his Japanese hits as well.
If you count those hits, then yeah, he would be. He might actually be number 1. I have to look, and I'll have to do some math for you after.
Did Jeter sneak in at the end?
So Jeter is number 6. He's right out of there. He's about 100. He's about 50 hits behind Tris Speaker, famous of the Boston Red Sox and Cleveland Indians.
Ty Cobb.
Ty Cobb is number 2.
I don't know all my contributions.
The last one is Stan Musial from the Cardinals back in the mid-1900s. Very famous and good hitter. So that's about it. That's all today's report. Back to you, Chris.
That's beautiful. And on to Joy with this day in history.
Oh my God. So if you thought Friday was fun with Cookie Day, get ready for this, Hauppauge. Today is National Eat What You Want Day. This was created, it's true, it was created by nutritionists to give everyone a break from their healthy diet. So today, go through any drive-through, get your McDonald's, your Chick-fil-A, make chili cheese dogs, nachos, whatever it is, and eat everything you want today. And remember, if you eat it standing up, it doesn't count. Next, today is National Foam Rolling Day. What is this, you may ask? I had to look it up myself. So this is the poor man's version of a massage. If you have any kind of foam roller or even a rolling pin, roll it on your back, on your neck and shoulders, and you're good to go. Here's a fun one, Joe. Today is National Twilight Zone Day. So the Twilight Zone, the first episode aired in October of 1959. Here's the trivia question. What was the name of the first Twilight Zone episode? Walk the Halls of Hauppauge High School. It's also the same as the title. Walk the Halls of Hauppauge It's also the same title as the first episode. Anybody? Anyone? No?
I have no idea.
Where is everybody? That is the name of the first Twilight Zone. It aired for 5 seasons and ended in June of 1964. Today is also National Women's Checkup Day, but we're putting a pin on that until things get better. Ladies, you can hold your checkups off until the summer. Have a great day, everybody.
Excellent. And Christy with the weather.
Hello. Hello, Hauppauge. Come here. My son has also learned that the best place to play is right next to me while I work. Today's weather report is rainy. It was raining already this morning. Going to be around in the high 60s, but scattered thunderstorms throughout the afternoon. Windy, 20-mile-per-hour winds, and possibly hail. So crazy. It's crazy out there.
Nice. Hail in May. That's great. We're very excited about it. Maria, what's up? It's good to see you. I hope you had a wonderful Mother's Day. Say what's up and tell us about how the food went this weekend. I'm just curious about the oysters. I think that was supposed to be last night. Go for it.
Good morning. Good morning. Yes, yesterday we did have oysters. Absolutely wonderful. I love raw oysters. The last time I actually had raw oysters was in Florida, in Panama City. These were nothing compared to that. I mean, in Panama City, Florida, they're unbelievable, the oysters. It was really very, very nice. We had a barbecue. My husband put some kind of wood chips on. He has what's called a cowboy grill that he's like in love with. So he put some wood chips on there. We had the raw oysters. We had some soprasat. And then for the meal, he barbecued some skirt steak, some sausage. We had a pasta salad, a regular salad. It was really, really a nice afternoon. A little breezy for me, but it was a nice afternoon.
That sounds wonderful. The weather was funny yesterday, but I'm glad you guys got to hang out. Was everybody? Do you guys do like the driveway sit or the yard sit, or everybody got together? What did you do?
Okay, well, my daughter that lives in Massachusetts did not come down.
Yeah, you'd mentioned that. I
She didn't come down. Well, I have 2 that live at home, so they were here. And then my daughter who's married was here with her husband. They did not come in the house. They went straight out back. Well, they did go in the house to use the restroom, the bathroom, but outside of that, they didn't come in the house. Everything was totally outside. And yeah, and then when it got cold, I mean, my son went to work at 4, so we did everything earlier. And when it got cold, they just, they left. And hopefully I'll see them again soon.
Yes. I went and visited my parents on Saturday, and then my mother-in-law on Sunday, and same thing. We weren't allowed in the house. It was all right. It was all right. The times are funny occurrences here. Listen, Maria, what do you got? Anything good to go this week? What are you thinking about for food this week or today even?
Well, after hearing the announcement about eat whatever you want, I'm a little embarrassed to say we're having meatloaf.
I love it.
Really, and I'm making meatloaf here,
Yeah. No, I love it. Eat whatever you want, though. Meatloaf, that's a good Monday after a full, set of food on Sunday. You get to have a nice meatloaf on a Monday. That sounds like great. You make it already, or you still got to put it together?
No. I just actually last week, remember, I didn't have any chopped meat, so I did go. We did go to Restaurant Depot. We bought the chopped meat. It's like this 10-pound thing. So we broke it up, put it in the freezer in different packages. So I just took out a package this morning because I was like, it is supposed to be rainy. It's supposed to be rainy. My son's school has some kind of virtual award ceremony today at, I think, 5. It's either 5 or 6. And anyway, he's being nominated for some kind of award. So I was like, all right, well, we all obviously are going to watch this. So I said, it's supposed to be rainy. I'll just make a meatloaf and put it in the oven. Cool. We have leftover pasta salad from yesterday, So That's
Good.
it. That's
Awesome.
it.
Awesome. All right, we're going to do something quick and easy here. A moment of Zen from the weekend. Anything that you kind of stepped into the moment. We're going to kind of continue to work as a community of grounding ourselves into the present moment because that's all we really have. I've been trying to take on this approach myself, though it's a challenge. So we'll go in that moment of Zen, moment of being in the present moment, moment of just feeling at peace. If you had one, Colleen, jump in.
All right, so my moment of Zen would have been playing soccer with my daughter because it is just something I've never done. So I really just appreciated being there and spending time with her yesterday.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Good stuff. J-Dubs.
So I'm going to go with yesterday. We did a socially distant visit to our in-laws' house and had a bunch of my wife's family there, and we all kind of were hanging out far away from each other. But being able to see James here recognize everyone still, even though he hasn't seen him in a while, and he waves. That was pretty cool. So just seeing all that was my moment.
Cool. Joy.
So I really had a great Zen weekend. Lots of walks and that. But I think the highlight of the weekend yesterday was after dinner. My son said to me, "Mom, you want to go for a drive and catch the sunset." So part of the drive, we were just kind of taking in the sights, really not talking. And then, he started to share with me like what his 5-year plan is and 10-year plan. And we parked along the side of the road and watched the sunset. And it was just really super cool. So
cool. Beautiful. Beautiful. Christy.
So my Mother's Day tradition has always been to plant our flowers in our garden with my children. I mentioned that a couple of weeks ago, and someone told me that eventually that they would stop. And yesterday, no one was up at 8:30 with me planting flowers except for my 3-year-olds. But they did wake up, and we went and got our vegetables. We planted our whole vegetable garden. Really spent the whole day outside, everyone doing their part, gardening, weeding, and it was just really nice to be out and working together and spending time together.
Beautiful. Maria, you talked a little bit about your weekend, but you have any moment of Zen from the weekend?
Yesterday morning, I found out that the church was doing drive-by blessings for all mothers. We went to it. It was different. It was very different. It was kind of odd at first, but I think it was really nice. The priest did a blessing. They had music playing in the background as you drove by. He blessed each card. And then the Knights of Columbus gave every female a carnation.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a little different start to the morning, but it was nice. It was nice.
Beautiful. Thank you for that. Shannon, what about you?
We drove into Bayville yesterday. My parents live there, and we took a walk on the beach, and it was crystal clear. You could see straight across to Connecticut and Westchester. So it just was a beautiful day. The sun was shining. There was no one on the beach. We all kind of stayed our distance, but it just was a beautiful space to be and made me feel very hopeful for the summer and warmer weather.
Nice. Yeah, for me, I think it was waking up yesterday morning and my kids were super dedicated to making breakfast for my wife and just feeling like, yeah, I guess that would happen in normal times as well, but it felt like particularly important to just be grateful for that kind of moment where there's energy and enthusiasm to wake up and make breakfast for somebody. And it was just a fun team little approach, and it was pretty beautiful. So that was my moment of Zen. All right, here's the next question. This might be a little bit more tougher of a question. So we are launching Hauppauge has talent this week, or Hauppauge's got talent. And I could frame it as what would you do for Hauppauge Got Talent if you could, but I'm going to put the pressure on, and whether this comes to fruition or not, like what will you do is going to be the question for Hauppauge's Got Talent. And now, it's I'm pinning you guys here because you're on the show. But Colleen, if you could do anything in the world for Hauppauge's Got Talent, what would you do?
Well, So I'd be putting buildings and grounds to work a little bit, which I'm obviously fine with. But for a while, I got into flying trapezing. So I would do some of what I've learned with flying trapeze.
That's amazing. I don't know if we're going to be able to pull that off at all, but I love it.
Well, that's what I'm counting on. That's why I'm saying.
Brilliant. I'll
Chris,
jump
why
out of
don't you let her
airplanes.
go first?
Yeah, that was brilliant. Way to go. That was a perfect answer for so many reasons. J-Dubs, what are you going to do, buddy?
I have no idea, and I've been thinking about this since you said you were going to ask it. And I really, torn. I'm gonna ask my wife and get back to you because I'm sure I have something that I can do that would be good, and she said she'd think about it. However, I could do some tricks with the dog. Does that count?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. He does a lot of cool stuff. I'll put that on.
4-minute cap. You got a 4-minute cap. That's the
Oh,
rule.
I could go on for 20 with him, but I'll keep it to like 2 or 3 minutes.
All right, cool.
You can also make a baby cry pretty well. I don't know if you noticed that. There you go. I could also make him stop crying.
Look at that.
Look
It's just by saying the opposite thing. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Joy, what about you? What's your talent?
Wow. So,
What's that?
I might play the piano for Hauppauge's Got Talent.
I didn't know you could play the piano, Joy Ferrara.
Well, I guess you didn't see my flip grid that I did for administrative council. So yes, I took piano lessons for 17 years. And in my former life, that was something that I thought I might do, go into education for music. But yes, I play the piano.
I am so excited about that. That's going to be great. Christy, go for it.
You said it was going to be light today, and then you put this question like everyone's got to be a flying trapeze artist, right? And
yes.
I don't know. I'm thinking I could either do like a 30-second omelet or a basketball competition. I feel fairly confident with the basketball because my competitor is 3 and he's a little bit shorter than I, so I feel like I can show off on that one.
I think it would play real well on TV. You dunking on a 3-year-old. That's good. I like the 30-second omelet though. That's a good snippet. I like how you're spreading it out. Like, what can I do that's cool, that's bite-sizable, that I can share? It's like dog tricks, playing the piano, 30-second omelet. Our team, we got a really strong representation here. There we go. Maria, what about you? What's your talent?
Yeah, I'm going to pass on this one because I can't come up with anything right now. However, Colleen, I have seen one of my nephew's wives does aerial arts, and it's like unbelievable to watch. She does like these, she'll put it on Facebook, and just seeing her and the core strength and the things she does is amazing. And that's it.
Maria,
Well, I can also add that I could bring Miss Procaccini, Miss Finelli, and Miss Cassio, because I did bring them one time when I went. So now you have 4 people on.
Do you use scarves? Do you use scarves when you're up there?
No. It's just flying, and then you transfer to somebody else who catches you.
Wow.
that's amazing.
Really? That's impressive.
Maria,
Joy, you were going to jump in, Joy. Yeah, go for it.
Maria, I'm surprised you're not using any of your cooking as your talent. Like, you could do something like with a one-pot meal, or what to make from your freezer. Holy cow, Maria, you're so talented with your cooking.
I have to be. I have 4 kids. I had to learn to be talented that way.
Maria, so we're gonna ask that you do something where in 3 minutes you can teach us how to do something really simple that people might think complicated. Cooking. All right, we'll talk about it on the side, but that's what we would like to see from you in terms of Hauppauge's Got Talent, because I think you're underselling yourself here.
Okay.
All right, we'll talk about it.
Okay.
Shannon, what would you do?
So I have to tell you, like the running joke between one of my cousins and I when we were kids is that we had zero talents. We were like the only people in the family that couldn't do anything talented. And I've come to terms with that. And now you're like making me come up with something. I really have nothing that I consider to be a talent in a way I'd want to share with somebody. Maybe lip syncing. I don't know. It would have to be something like that.
I think it should be considered more like a show and tell. If you know talent, it's like a show and tell. So maybe you bring out your like mineral collection that you have, your the rock collection. You remember that?
Oh yeah.
Maybe that's what you got at home.
I'll find a rock collection between now and the time that we have this.
Good. Those are always my favorite. Show and tell.
I could show everybody my really messy closets. That's my talent.
There you go.
The kids would love to join in on that.
There you go. How to organize your closet in 6 months or less with
That's
Shannon Griffin.
How many days? 60 days of quarantine.
I love it. Yeah.
Their talent. That's my talent.
My message is we're broadening, we have to put the pressure on Eagle Watch to really, produce and make us all look good. They can't be, I told them the one rule is everybody's got to look, period. So, really put in anything, and then it's on Scheffler to make sure that happens. All right, guys. Well, that was fun. Let's do a quick round of shout outs to people and then call it a day. And I don't think I'm missing anything for the day, but shout out for, oh my goodness. I read an article about a woman who is 61 in California. I meant to have this up. And this is a scary thing, but it just reminds me of how important, how much people are putting themselves on the edge every day. So a nurse in California didn't have a mask, and a patient was sick and needed to be resuscitated. And the nurse ran in, and I'll get the names and the details maybe tomorrow or post them with the bottom of the description. She runs in not having a mask to resuscitate the person. And then in the process of doing that, contracts corona, and 14 days later passes away herself. And I read this story, and I had to go sit by myself for a minute or two just to think about the magnitude of what people on the front lines are doing each and every day, and the risk through which they are taking care of other people. And I'm sure there's a lot of other stories that mirror that one, but it just made me think about how lucky and fortunate we are to have such committed medical professionals out there. So shout out to frontline workers, in whatever way you're interacting with people who are struggling with COVID, and just the bravery and the courage that you're demonstrating each and every day. Colleen.
So my shout out would be, I have some friends who just during their walks around the neighborhood are putting flyers in mailboxes and allowing people to drop off food to their house, and then they're bringing it to the places that are distributing.
Beautiful. That's amazing. Awesome. Joe.
So Chris, since you shouted out frontline workers, I'll shout out my wife actually for having her first Mother's Day yesterday, for holding the family together and keeping us all sane during this time. And she also just reminded me of a couple talents that I don't really think are talents, but she said I could pretty much talk to anybody. And she also said I know a lot of really obscure, not important facts from things that have happened. So I don't know if that counts as a talent. I don't know how I would put that on video, but that would probably be a good one if I could figure it out.
Joe, I think that talent of walking in and talking to anybody is a real talent, and it's a special thing. Good for her. Is she sitting right next to you?
No, she's upstairs. So she works upstairs while I work downstairs, and he hangs out with one of us each time.
So I'm trying to envision this. So I asked, what is your talent? Did you stop, leave the kid there, run upstairs, say, wife, what is my talent? I have no talents. She then had to comfort you, pat you on the back a little bit and say, Joe, you're good. And then she gave you those two talents. How did this play out?
Yeah. So, you guys babysit when I walk away. So I just leave him in the chair and you guys watch him. But I had to text her because I asked her when she came down here to get something, and she said, I'll text you. I'll think about it. And then just now she texted me.
That's amazing. Amazing. Yeah. Good stuff. Joy, go for it. Shout out.
Yeah. So I want to give a shout out to all of the children, the young people who made yesterday special for their moms. And also, just to reiterate, all of our nurses, our school nurses and our nurses in hospitals and nursing homes, you are the true heroes through all of this, and we salute you.
Christy.
So I have to just comment on Joe. It's amazing that he stopped his wife from working and to text her to find out what the calc was. And I love that
This was
had to take
important.
a few minutes to text her back. So I think that's great. I'm going to give a shout out to all of our AP students that are starting their exams today. Good luck, and you've got this.
Very good. Maria, go for it.
Yeah, I'm going to give a shout out to the Knights of Columbus who took time from their families, their wives on Mother's Day to direct traffic at the church. And I thought that was awesome.
Beautiful stuff. Shannon.
I am going to give a shout out to some of the, not some, to the parents out there that have children with special needs who are home doing another layer of what the rest of us are doing, but also managing, some other needs that their kids sometimes get when they, are in programs or school and stuff like that. I think they're real heroes.
Beautiful. All right, guys, I think that does it for today. It's Monday, full week today. We got Tuesday, we got social studies. Wednesday, we have a class of students that I'm super excited about having on, some of my favorite students in the whole world. Thursday, we have some reps of the board who also have children in the high school that I'm excited about getting a chance to chat with them a little bit about things. And then on Friday, it's open TBD. But I will say this, we are launching Hauppauge's Got Talent, so I might try to get some of the producers or some of the students on to talk about what it took to put together. So we'll see. And I look forward to seeing Colleen hanging from the rafters, swinging back and forth at the Hauppauge High School auditorium in the near future. And then also getting a look inside Shannon's closet as we get going here. Excellent stuff, guys. We'll see you guys soon. Peace out, everybody. Have a wonderful day.
Peace out.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Thanks.
Bye. Okay. Almost.